Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon. This is the campaign for Bear versus Dragon, continuing on then with the naval battle we're about to have with the Soviets here, about to break out here in the Bravo sector. We're going to have this naval battle versus a couple of Udaloys and Tarantulas, as well as some nunchucks, and there's plenty of Munas in there, so they're definitely going to be able to resupply. Vladivostok has been secured the entire time. We were able to destroy a tank up here, and we should be able to come down very easily and crush these units here in the next turn with their extremely low morale from Dong Ning. We have some extra points to spend as well, so I think we can do that. Before we attack Jim Belushi here, we're definitely going to need all of our forces in place. We must push at once. We have to probably wait a couple turns just to make sure everything's replenished, and we should be able to take this sector, but that'll probably be in the next video. It depends on how far we get here. So anyway, we're gonna have to move up to the Kodakville up here, Nankohukta, and then all the way up to Kellerovo. So that should be the end of the campaign. That's at least how it'll go. Lenny Kravitzville, again, that'll just be an easy push out. I don't think we'll need to get any of the other airports. It would help to be a little closer to the battle with our Air Force. However, it's not necessarily needed because you know, we're basically right up in the battle the whole time. So unfortunately, we won't be able to go over these mountains. So if we capture anything up here, we won't be able to just kind of drive around everything. So anyway, let's get the naval battle started then. And it looks like it's going to be pretty even here. They'll have one naval call-out point, so that's perfect for us. Let's go ahead and get started then. Again, if you enjoy this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, support the Rat Pack, all that good stuff. And of course, you're doing it, baby, man. You've helped this group grow to new heights, and it's all because of you. So thank you so much for supporting this great game and this awesome channel, and all these good YouTubers who team up with us as well. So I think we should put some Ludas up on the front. We'll go ahead and put them in a kind of a tighter group, not too close together though, as obviously they're susceptible to ASM fire. And we'll kind of put them like that with a Muna somewhere in the back. And we're going to use our muskets here to take out. Obviously, the only area they can come from is here. And my guess is they're probably going to break up into two groups. There'll probably be a light force and then a heavy force, and then maybe actually like a Udaloy sitting somewhere in the back. So we should be able to kind of come up around the side. We don't have any of the ASM aircraft, and the enemy really doesn't have any aircraft either. And so we should be pretty set here. I kind of looked into this before playing it. Just kind of looking over what kind of moves could be made and everything. So before I started, I did look into it a little bit, and everything looks okay to end the turn after we're done here. So we will need plenty of these ships, and afterwards we will probably want to advance with these Ludas. And so basically what'll happen is we will, in fact, might as well call out another one. They have a better ASM, but they're not as mobile, so we'll just kind of keep them to block here. If the enemy tries to go around anywhere, well, they probably won't go up to Charlie, but anywhere they try to advance here, they'll be destroyed, and then they can get flanked on the left side. So let's make it happen. And oh, it looks like they all actually did spawn right here, so that's perfect. And there's actually a Udaloy sitting over here all alone, and he just moved his ass, so let's get right up there and kill him. Udaloys are able to take out those ASMs no problem, or the Ludas taking out Udaloy and Tarantula ASMs. We're going to want to stay out of the way of those. I think they're actually moving to cut us off. Udaloy is getting ready to fire now. These muskets do have, I know it's musket, but they do have a bad CIWS, but it actually is pretty good when they're in numbers like these. Tarantulas are trying to target and fire. We're going to move up, and rather than kind of chase that ship, we're going to try to move in a straight line to engage him. And these ships can fire facing forward, so that's fantastic. We do need a minimum of, what was it, 6,500? Oh, Tarantula's in the way. Screw you, buddy. We actually got some collateral damage off that. Alright, we did hit a ship there. A lot of our muskets taking damage now. Gonna pull back. That was kind of a disastrous start on that. If we do get those 2 command ships, we will have them dealt with right away. I'm hesitant to move. Actually. You know, these are only 60-point ships, so they don't mean too much. Uloy is going to throw down with us for a bit. There's no supply ship near him. So as soon as he's out of missiles... We do have a tuna over here we can capture. It's going to be the final ASM coming in from the Udaloy. So ideally I wanted to kill that Udaloy and then use the Ludas here to finish off the last one. Udaloy now is going to have to move in with his main gun. He has a 5,000 meter range on that. Oh, looks like there's bastard tarantula sitting right there. Oh well. ASMs. Firing from both sides. That, oh boy, Udaloy. Tarantula's backing his ass up. Let's get our muskets to move on that last one, and that'll be the end of this naval battle, actually. No need to waste times on the tarantula. Let's go right for him. We'll lose our command sector then as we start to engage some of these ships. That's fine with me. Let's let these ships stop here and repair and rearm. Captain killed on the bridge there. That's going to be very accurate fire. Tarantula's going to get it in a minute. Amazing how many missiles that thing can fire at. We'll tighten up around our Luda, or Amuna. Alright, so that didn't go as ideally as I wanted from the start, but that's okay. We'll put one of our ships back in there. We'll get another moon out. So we'll finish off this Udaloy in just a minute with all of our muskets, but unfortunately we do need these Ludas here. I would like to use those against the Udaloy, but they do have to stay here to block. If our damn Luda would just kind of park his ass. Thank you. And at 300 we should have enough. Not too bad. We probably won't need to use the Navy again anytime soon. And we can just park up there. We won't need to call in any more reinforcements, fortunately. ASMs are outgoing. As well as some shells, too. I feel like I could have done this a lot faster, but that's okay. A lot of damage now to the Tarantula since they haven't resupplied. There's going to be some nice points there. Alright, we'll have one musket group come in from the side, and then we'll have our main attack force come in. Luda's firing his ASMs now. Nunchucks are good, but they're not good enough to take out all those missiles. Unfortunately, that one did miss, though. Second round should be able to deal with 3 of them, no problem. Damn flares are really effective. Alright, we'll end this. Alright, we'll turn their weapon systems off until they're all refueled or rearmed. Oh wow, if it destroyed that, I would have been surprised. Alright, we'll send these Munas over there. We should be done here. This should be it. Gonna go ahead and have this group move up. Alright, that should be too much for the Luda to handle. I think he's also fired all of his ASMs, so that should be it. Just wanted to make sure we beat him with numbers. Gotta get through that close, the cheese whiz, as fast as you can. That's it. Don't know if we took a loss there at the end, but at least we finished off the Calcutta, the clam chowder, the the Kamchatka naval flotilla is done. Perfect. Looks like our ASM ships did arrive, but a little too late, so we'll just send them back. Actually, they'll go back to base on their own after the next turn. Okay, speaking of next turns, we're going to spend our next turns then moving units down to get ready for the main attack. So we'll have to fight here at Lenny Kravitzville. Hopefully we make it a quick one then. So we'll go ahead and let's see, we will attack then at Kravitzotska or whatever. Oh, and it looks like the opponent retreated, and they all lost all 3 of their units too, since they're crushed between our sectors there. Really good. So we'll have to wait one more turn in order to move those into Vladivostok, and these forces probably can remain where they're at, and actually they could probably just attack Jimbalushi from up here. They do need to be refitted. A lot of them need to be refitted. And seriously, we need to make sure we're 100% when we're going into this, because once we plow through this, if we make it through, we are still going to need speed to pick up all the way to Kalarovo. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is now, don't scream at me, we're going to end turn. I know there's more we could do. I'm not going to refit any of these ships just yet. In fact, not even the next couple of turns. We're good on naval support. And in fact, these maps don't even support, looking at them earlier, they don't even support naval conflict, so it's not like we could use them in conjunction all the way up to Kalarovo. Couldn't even use them. So, alright, so what we'll do then is we'll go ahead and end our turn. And the planes go, and the planes come back. Looks like there's a small naval force that's trying to attack us. We will reassign our ships, or our aircraft rather, to be at this airfield. We will want, let's see, we want the MiG-21s to be refitted. Definitely. We'll want to put these units on R&R that need to be. A lot of these tank units will need to be refitted. Infantry as well. We're down to 25 points. We then can call in some additional land forces. I do want to call out the power of the Long Wang. And also the, let's see, the artillery would be good as well to slow down the enemy. Unfortunately, we got to call it all the way back at Dongying. And trust me, these enemies aren't going to attack with the low morale they have. So we're going to need that artillery. And unfortunately, we'll only be able to move it one sector. Alright, so for everything else, we'll have to put it on R&R if it's not already. And we'll make sure these aircraft are also assigned to this sector. Everything that's on R&R, or everything that should be on R&R is. Everything that's refitted also is being refitted as well. Okay, we're on turn 11 then. We'll go ahead and do the Naval Sector Bravo battle. And we'll launch the battle here against the naval forces. That quickly retreated. That's good. We could finish off what's at Naval Sector Charlie, but there's no need to go over there. There's no extra points. There's nothing for us out there. So we'll just go ahead and put these ships on R&R and let them stay where they're at. Okay, we will need a full force, so we'll have to end our turn again. And this is all needed, of course, to push through. And we have the same naval battle going on again, which we'll obviously win. They're trying hard, though. We will want the infantry battalion. And we will want an attack helicopter battalion as well. And again, unfortunately, has to come in from Dongying and can only move one sector at a time. Now, this is something I could have been doing earlier. Of course, there's many things I could have been doing earlier. Got to make sure cohesion and everything's up to boot. Nothing, some things did move into this sector. We'll go ahead and end our turn again. Now we have till turn 18 to get up there, so we need to make sure this force is fully supplied in order to push up there. I know a lot of you are screaming, probably don't need that much, but if you think of it this way, turn 14, 15, 16, and then 2 extra turns, possibly, if needed. Alright, we will need to refit if needed. Anywhere we can do that needs to be done. Infantry battalion can be refitted. And we will get some of our better AA back. Artillery can move up. Or was that the attack helicopter? Artillery is here, so we're good. Naval Sector Bravo battle again. And the computer retreats yet again. Alright, we must control this before turn 18, so... Alright, I think everything is ready for the final attack. We will bring up Korean Marines just to thicken up our forces a little bit. Or we could save some stuff for refitting after the battle at Jim Belushi. Now, here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Korean Marines. They have the Shanghai, the Nanjing. They do have a couple of pretty nice tanks. But 14 Shimona Ho. Shimona. Probably not going to be enough to stop the enemy. We do have plenty of points to spend, though, so... Alright, let's go ahead and get everything moving in there. We will have to let the battle begin. We will have to put some things on R&R, if needed, to get them all in the sector at once. They have T-80s and T-72As. They have 8 T-80s and 16 T-72As. They may as well just say T-90s. Because against the type of equipment we're calling in, it's not going to be a good day for us. We do have a few units that did use their R&R, so they can't push in. So we will need these. We will definitely need this long-ranged air support, this Ponage 2. We're going to definitely need that. And there are some 40 ZTZs that we'll need there as well. And we won't call in our aircraft because we're going to end the turn again. This is the big battle now. And it looks like here we have some more T-80As to get through. An airborne regiment and an air assault company as well. We'll do our battle at Naval Sector Bravo. Get that out of the way. Wow, that was quick. And then we'll go right up into the heart of the beast here. Oh boy. Right, so everything should be here. Everything should have a pretty good initiative. We do have a tank regiment of 40 tanks that has no initiative from moving that distance. Let's go ahead and see exactly what the battle will be like. 24-9. We have all but Charlie to capture. Or rather under our control from the start. We could put some other units on R&R. Most importantly, I want to make sure we have our anti-aircraft, which we do. And we have 2 tank regiments, well, tank regiment and tank battalion. We have our artillery. Alright, I think we're set to go. I think, what do you think? You think we should do it now, or should we do it in the next video? So until next time, friends and fans, now let's rock. Here we go. Alright, so anyway, I've been hesitant about that because this is going to be the battle that's going to change everything. This is going to put the Soviets on the run, and wow, we actually do have Charlie, even though it said we are not supposed to have Charlie. That's interesting. We do have 2,025 points to spend, and my god, do we have a lot of good stuff in our arsenal finally. We've got artillery, we've got ponages, we've got Chamana Hoes, which Ho-2s, which are okay, but what we really need are these T-34s. These are going to be the masters here to lure those T-80s in and get them a nice kill. We do have some good hot as well, so we got to keep things like oh man, you know they're going to call out those BMP-2s, so that's going to be no bueno for our forces. We're probably going to want to keep, actually these helicopters are going to be real nice cheap commands for us. Going to put one there. We're definitely going to want to keep Delta, so we can put that helicopter in the back. Charlie's also going to be an area we're going to want to keep, and in fact it's the closest to the enemy, so it probably should be where we bring all of our artillery. In fact, look at that, we've got 18 or 16 and 4 BM-24s and BM-21s combined. We can call out smoke, we can call out the Pongay there. Is going to be fantastic against that damn IL-102. Got to shoot that down right away. So we got to think about what we're going to do here. We need a lot of light support to slow down the Russians, slow down the Soviets, and bog them down in our infantry, and then swarm them. This is basically we're playing with the Zerg here. That's really what we're doing. Now a lot of these units are out in the open, so I don't know if that would be so good. I think they're just going to get chewed up by T-72s right away. So on the left flank, since this is going to be an important air call out for us, I'm going to just go ahead and deselect everything that I did here. I meant to do that. And then just put them over here. Now these are to stop BMP-2s. And in fact, we could probably do that at the main bridge as well. Over here at the area Delta. Now what we probably want to do is lure them to cross these bridges, not necessarily fight them in the towns on the other side, because they're just going to roll right through us. And unfortunately, if they get any line of sight with their BMP-2s, we're going to be in hell. So what we'll do is we'll, what is this Z5? Is this, is that the same helicopters over there? Oh, it's an Mi-2. Okay. So we do have 2 different types of helicopters under our control. Put this helicopter far in the corner, as well as our artillery. We're going to need recon everywhere, and unfortunately we don't have any infantry recon, so PT-76s are going to be what we need here. And you know damn well they're going to be coming with everything they've got. So we need to spend our points wisely, mostly on very capable and elite infantry. We can get more with the Mi-4, but we could use them for some sort of flanking maneuver. And it looks like the Jedis here, the Jok-Day, they do have more RPGs. So to deal with the amount of Soviets we're going to deal with, that's exactly what we're going to call up. So we're going to put these guys on the kind of the front lines. And I know I didn't put those ones in the front, but we could probably move them up there. Perfect. Alright, we just need to delay, so that way we can play big against these Soviets. Now what we do want to do again is we need to slow them down. We do have a full set of MiG-21s. with the ATGM. Unfortunately, it's very, very, very poor. We do have our SA2342 hot, which we will need against those heavier tanks at the start. We're gonna have to keep that thing well supplied off the bat. Best thing to do to pin them down is call out mortars too. So hopefully we can keep close enough to the battle with our mortars. And we will need some ponages out, and we'll need to keep these defended. These are probably going to have to stay up at the front line to really deal with anything the enemy's got out, calling out. Alright, at this point I'm thinking we do need additional tanks. BMPs are going to be mean. Let me just see here. We get more rockets with these, so Mi-8 gunships are going to be ready to take out BMPs and such. Second line of defense back there. Alright, let the games begin. Not going to worry if we take any losses with transports. It looks like we've already got tanks firing. Mi-2 is already coming in for us. Counter artillery will be on station in a minute from the enemy. Hopefully we're targeting T-72s here and not those crappy Shaturms. Very good. Time to come back. Alright, Jedi Knights are on station now. It's their turn to fight. Took out a lot of enemy tanks there. By the way, we were almost matched equally in morale points. Gotta get tanks out. Losing cheap transports. Speaking of which, we need cargo trucks for our AA. Mortars are firing now on those ATGMs. They have a crazy enough range to even attack our mortars. So that's alright, we just got to keep them pinned down. One group of hot is almost ready. We're going to go for those T-72As first that are close up. The terms are really doing some BSKs. They're panicked as hell and they're able to hit our mortars at that range. Yep, here comes the BMP-2s. And Orion Seacrest as well. T-80s are up next. BMP-2s are still going to have to push through. Oh. Ryan's panicked now. Alright, we need to get our tanks out and push through. Wow. Hots are doing a really great job. I got to get them out though. A lot of main forces coming down the line. Gonna get some more helicopters, and we'll need some more of this really great elite infantry. We'll call up 8 groups to take cover in that city. The only reason it's going so well here is because we were patient, and we are still taking a lot of losses, though, to our mortars. But at least the artillery's targeting our mortars rather than important things. Hots are almost ready. And we're good. Alright, we'll go for the T-80s this time. Looks like the bastard spotted us. It's gonna be 1 helicopter down at least. Feeling that IL-102 is coming out. Oh, wait a minute. No. Not those T's there. Now we're going to have to push as a group. Well, hopefully this is enough to hit him in the side. Be ready then for our BM-24s. Now they're going to hit those tanks, and they're going to be pinned down, and they're not going to be able to escape the HOTS. Just target the T-80s, don't worry about anything else, bro. Everything's stunned and panicked. MLD is out to take those out. No, those were heroes of our army. IL-102's out. Bastard. I don't think he was able to drop. Speaking of drop, he did drop our hot aircraft, though. We do outnumber them now. The advantage is still ours. And we will lock this town down next. They will not make their way to our command. First thing that needs to go down is those BMPs. And they will waste all their ATGMs. Go right ahead. Alright, time to find targets. Anything will do. A lot of AA fire coming from there. Bastards were able to push through. That's right, we'll support the main attack then. Alright, so we got T-80s out in the open. Those got to be crushed. Hopefully we don't waste all of our MiGs on that. Most fire stopping for now. Alright, our second attack's coming up. Look at all those BMPs down there. I will start targeting light things. That's not the only command there. Yeah, obviously there's more. MLD is out. Those units were able to get them. We're going to steamroll then into the ELGATO area. Taking more losses here than I wanted. We do have enemy aircraft out. This is perfect. Lure and skewer. Oh, IL-102. That's beautiful right there. Don't think we got him though. We'll go for a command. Look, they're pouring all their infantry right into there. We'll move our AA out into the open a little bit more. And keep constant aircraft out. And we'll try to hit anything big that's coming out. I see some beer uses there we could try to target. Of course, they've engaged their Romulan cloak. We'll keep that one aircraft back so we don't get totally annihilated. The MPs are amazing. Really, we're just trying to stop this convoy now. And if we played defensively, we would have ran out of time, but luckily we were able to do that in one nice push. So the 9th Anti-Tank and the 21st Guards Tank Battalion have been annihilated. That's awesome. The 21st Guards Tank, I don't know, let's hope that was every T-80 ever made, though we know it's not. So anyway, that's it for now. Let's go ahead and see what the enemy's moves are. Probably retreating. But Anyway, that's the end of turn 14. Let's go ahead and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.